with your description, Mama. Jessica Singh had posted that I see Swamiji is sitting on the floor of a temple, eating food with his hands, and snow-covered mountains in the background. Swamiji giving to disciples. Swamiji was in southern India, rural village, surrounded by people, smiling, joyful, and goats. Wow. Excellent. Other than the snow-covered mountains, everything else is spot on. You are like spot on with the manifestation.
And actually, there is a mountain in the background of Swamiji where exactly Swamiji is sitting. There's a mountain view and there's a river view from that same place. Just that it is not having snow on it, but everything else is right. So, congratulations, you have manifested.
Wow, beautiful. And I see Jessica saying one thing is you posted a very detailed answer. See, understand, whenever you are detailed, you will always have the answers. You will actually always be manifesting. Even Susan Solander, beautiful. You have partly manifested. You said you saw a building with steps, lot of tall lamps and candles, a beautiful interior. That is correct. It's very relevant because there's also with lot of steps and lot of lamps were hanging, even if you saw in the picture, ma. So that is partly correct. Wow. Great. See, understand, whenever you experience this, whenever you manifest power, each time you will have an amazing breakthrough in the very way you experience this. Never take power manifestation for granted. Never take it lightly. Every single day, it is very, very important. Have manifest powers because that will give you so much of a breakthrough in the way you will experience these powerful cognitions. It will not just be powerful cognitions alone. It will be experiencing the powerful cognitions directly. Are you all understanding? Okay. So now are we all ready for the next round? Shall we all start with the next round? Okay, so I'm going to be giving you all date once more. And this time again, I'd like to request all of you to sincerely scan through the third eye and identify in all details what are all actually the different things that you're seeing. You're going to be elaborately describing it in details. Are you all clear? Are you all understanding? So go into as detailed as possible. Every single detail you're going to be revealing, and you all are seeing, whoever are posting the details, they're all manifesting these powers beautifully. Please sincerely sit, connect to Swamiji, manifest the powers. See, please understand, every single time when you manifest powers, you are making all of these as your experience directly. You are experiencing the highest revelations, the powerful cognitions, everything from Swamiji. Are you all understanding? Okay. So please sit, connect to Swamiji. Sit straight. I request all of you to close your eyes. Chant the Mahavakya. Okay, so on the 11th of May 2018, can I request all of you to scan and identify what was happening? What was a major significant event or what was happening? Once again, connect to Swamiji, chant the Mahavakya. Including the style of dress Swamiji is wearing. Describe as many details as possible. Intensely chant the Mahavakya.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. Paramashivoham.
Post all the details as and when Swamiji is revealing it to you. Detailedly type it out and please post them.
Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda
Swamiji will actually show you clearly in all details. Swamiji will reveal it to you. Just type it out. Whatever Swamiji is showing you, just type it out.
Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Okay. Now I request all of you to post whatever Swamiji revealed to you. Please start typing it out.
Nityananda Paramashivoham Om
Please take a few minutes, type it out.
Nityananda Paramashivoham
Whatever you're seeing in the third eye, whatever Swamiji revealed to you, please start posting that.
Nityananda Paramashivoham Om
Post them in the chat. Come on, Vishwanathanaya, last time I'm not seeing your answers, last rounds. Whatever is coming, post it in the chat. See, when you connected to Swamiji, Swamiji revealed it to you, right? Whatever Swamiji showed you in the third eye, post it in the chat. Surya Kumaraya. Okay. See, Surya Kumaraya, connect more furthermore and scan more details you will see. See, do not guess based on logic. You should scan through the third eye. And you should know you can never guess Swamiji's life from logically. It will be impossible. Okay, I see different answers. Okay, Ma Jessica Singh, you're really manifesting very, very beautifully. Okay, I'm going to first tell you the answer. I'm going to tell how you've manifested. Here, Swamiji was by the 11th of May. Swamiji was in Adi Kailash in Bidadi, and Swamiji was conducting a live program, the Mahasada program to the participants. And this day, he was conducting a mandala process. You all can see in the physical program, this is how all the participants get to sit around Swamiji and we'll all receive the initiation. It's a very beautiful process. And Swamiji would sit and give blessings to each one individually. These are all the photos from that day, from the 11th of May 2018. And Ma Jessica, once again, you have manifested spot on. So Ma Jessica has posted, and I'm going to read out her answer. Ma Jessica Singh has posted, Swamiji is in a city giving discourse to people, to public. Swamiji is wearing very elegant traditional dress. Swamiji is giving satsang and many people are gathered live to listen. Absolutely correct. You've also posted he's in northern part of India. This is in Bangalore, so it's not in the northern part. But rest of the answer is spot on. Beautiful, Ma. Excellent. Ma Jessica, you're really manifesting. I think you should train yourself more in this power. You'll really have a breakthrough. Next, Paramashivoham, you can actually come and demonstrate this power. Ma Jessica Singh, why don't you start playing with this power? Why don't you ask Kamandi Paya to give you some different dates? And you try and scan and play with it. No, take this very seriously. Actually, you can do it. You're doing it very beautifully. Ma Marva has also manifested. Swamiji is sitting and initiating people. That's correct. And Ma Helen Gomez, you saw a red chair. That's beautiful. Wow. Ma Susan Cylinder, you've also partly manifested. You said you're seeing beautiful sattvic food being served, lots of people, and Swamiji is wearing brownish clothing and turban. That's nice. Beautiful, Ma. You have also manifested. Wonderful. See, you all see, whenever you start going to details, right, you cannot guess. When it comes to details, your third eye will reveal it to you clearly. Your third eye will reveal all the details to you very, very clearly. You can never guess when it comes to sharing the details. That is why you should post as many details as possible. Vishwanathanaya, wow. Vishwanathan has also posted. He's posted that Swamiji is doing satsang in Adi Kailash.
So Adi
Excellent.
Kailash is right.
You have also manifested, and so many of you have manifested. That's very nice to see. Wow, Ma Paramashivopriya, you have actually manifested, Ma Paramashivopriya, you have posted. I saw Swamiji walking down with corridor with lights or feathers from above, big circle in front of the door. Wow,
This is very
this
precise.
is very precise. Actually, in Rajya Sabha, if you see, there'll be like lights above. Swamiji will be walking from a corridor and entering, and all the people will be sitting in a circular formation right in front of the door. That is a very precise, description, because typically, if you see, normally people sit in the front of the Rajya Sabha. This particular mandala process, if you see, it's more towards the back side end of the Rajya Sabha. So that's beautiful. You have manifested now. So many of you have manifested. See, understand, whenever you sit and keep playing with these power manifestations, you will actually start having breakthroughs. You will see the very way you experience them will be very different. So now it is time for all of us to enter into the next session.
In this session, we are going to be learning about time space continuum. We all have been learning about time and the way how we perceive time. Swamiji revealed to us in the session where we learned about how time is not just one dimension. The dimension itself is in multiple levels. Are you cognizing the length of time or the breadth dimension of time? Like Swamiji described how the study of time, whether you're seeing it based on the Gregorian calendar, or what is Pancham, which comes from the breadth dimension, or from the depth dimension, which is Jyotisha. Swamiji explained each one of these. And now Swamiji is going to reveal a very, very powerful revelation on time, space, continuum. What does that mean? How is time and space related to each other? Let us now listen to the direct revelation from Swamiji.
Very recently, modern day scientists are trying to understand how to influence the space, how space can be manipulated to make our lives more comfortable and better. But thousands and thousands of years ago, Hindus had clear knowledge. This time space balancing itself and the speed of the light is constant, and the continuum of time space balancing itself almost like eternal. All these are known to Hindus long before, thousands and thousands of years before. I'll add some more truths. Thoughts can travel using space as medium. Anything which has a mass can influence space, through that can influence anything established in the space. Let me be more clear and straight. Just through your thought, power of cognition, the power of your inner space, Chidambara, you can influence anything established in the space, whether sun or the moon or the universe or the black hole or the Big Bang, anything established in the space can be influenced through the power of your inner space. Contemplate on this. So understand, every dimension, when it enters into the lower level dimensions, it manifests intense power. Now, I want you to understand, time and space is independent intelligence and power. I'll give you simple understanding, very raw, crude, down to earth, simplest understanding. You just try to internalize this one understanding. I'll help you to go through the whole initiation and make you manifest this power. I commit with you. Just understand this one. Time is as alive as your skin. If you believe, cognize, your skin is alive. If somebody massages your skin, you feel good. If somebody cuts it, you feel bad, pain. How much your skin is alive, that much, I should say little more than, much more than that, time is alive skin of the cosmos. Listen, where your skin ends, the skin of the cosmos, which is called time, starts. Actually, your skin and the skin of the cosmos both always touch each other. You can't be away from cosmos. Understand this? Where your skin ends, exactly that is the spot time starts. Time is the skin of the cosmos. Time is the skin of the cosmos. How you have a nervous system which passes the thought currents inside you, same way the cosmos has a nervous system which passes its decisions and thought currents, that is the space. Your skin is alive. Your nervous system keeps you living. The equivalent of your skin for the cosmos is time. Equivalent of your nervous system for the cosmos is space. Anybody who has a background in Vedas, Ayurveda, these three fields, Veda, Ayurveda, Yoga, if you have a knowledge, basic knowledge, you will see I am just cutting across all the three layers, all the three knowledge and revealing these truths. Listen. The cosmos skin, time, how you inhale and exhale through your skin decides your aging or anti-aging. You can see I am continuously anti-aging, means growing younger and younger. the more and more years pass, the more and more my ability to be in samadhi and manifest the higher and higher energies and dimensions is exploding. My performance is increasing. Age is neither tiring nor boring or frustrating. It's only making me more and more younger, excited, healthy, active, energetic, alive. I'm actually feeling excited. Constantly to do what I was doing for last 40 years. At least last 25 years, we have a document. The same type of webinars, classes, initiations, spiritual work. We have 25 years of photographic, videographic documents available. And still I may be doing 100 more years, at least. Maybe more, but at least 100 more years. But I am not at all feeling tired or bored or even thinking that, oh, same thing I have to do again, 100 more years. No, I am only more excited. How many more new things I am going to bring it out to the world? Just because of this one secret. Listen to this secret. I know the consciousness goes on rejuvenating the skin of the cosmos called time. That rejuvenated skin time is entering into my skin and constantly rejuvenating me. Listen. Your yesterday morning 4 o'clock and today morning 4 o'clock is not same. Stop getting this idea of monotonous. There is nothing called monotonous. Every second, the skin of the cosmos called time is fresh and it enters into your skin, makes it fresh. I constantly inhale the cosmos skin through my skin, cosmos's nervous system into my nervous system. You can use the word cosmos or God, Paramashiva. See, Paramashiva's skin is time. Constantly inhale Paramashiva's skin into your skin. Paramashiva's nervous system is space. Constantly be inspired by the space of the Paramashiva in your space. Paramashiva's direct message from KAILASA. The dimension of Chidabhasa of the universe, where the activism of Chit and absolute pure existential reality of Chit. Listen, the activism of Chit, we call it as Shakti. Its pure existence of Chit is called Paramapurusha. These two together, in its pure being space and intense doing space, both together, is the dimension of Chidabhasa. That space of Chidabhasa is the source of all these 5 dimensions of the universe: length, breadth, depth, time, space. Because modern day scientists are trying to use 2 different words, time and space, I am also using the same way, but in reality, time and space is a single sheet. One edge is called time, another edge is called space. There is no watertight compartment or clear fourth wall built between these two. As I said, for some people, that same 100-meter cloth, 70-meter will be time, 30 will be space. For some, the 30-meter will be time and 70-meter will be space. That the time, space, both are same sheet. Imagine. I can even use the word sheath. Avarana. Sheath. Sheath is also apt word. Please understand. This time and space continuum if you master this time and space continuum, which is simple, it is not complicated, I tell you. Many things which is too simple, we want to be just complicating it. Just sheer arrogance or suicidal mode. Like this only, what is there? What can be done? For some people, 70-meter is time and 30-meter is space. For some people, 30-meter is time, 70-meter is space. For some people, even only 2-meter is time and 98-meter is space. For some people, 98-meter is time and 2-meter is space. Listen. When the length dimension starts manifesting its possibilities in all its multiple level, it gives birth to breadth dimension. When the length dimension and breadth dimension both starts manifesting all its possibilities in multiple level, it gives birth to depth dimension. When the length dimension, depth dimension, breadth dimension, all 3 starts giving birth to all the infinite dimensions of them in multiple levels, in all possibilities, spontaneously and simultaneously, they give birth to the dimension called time. When length, breadth, depth, time, all 4 starts exploding, expanding, simultaneously, spontaneously, manifesting all its possibility in all dimension. It gives birth to the dimension called space. Understand? Every time I initiate you, I put the seed in your space dimension. So it just occupies your whole being and starts manifesting. Starts manifesting as samadhi, as enlightenment, as joy, as bliss, as state of Paramashiva, as space of Paramashiva, as powers of Paramashiva. Understand? Length functions in length. Breadth functions as breadth. Depth functions as length, breadth, depth. Time functions as circle. Space exists, does not function, but can be winded up into consciousness, chit. Devi, Parashakti, Prakriti, she is established on chit and manifests like Parashakti is sitting on Paramashiva's lap. She is established in chit, but manifests that length, breadth, depth, time, space. Time and space are from Prakriti. That is the answer for your first part, the question. Is so. The second part of your question, which is having more sattva guna? I should say, space is absolute sattva. But don't start judging time as something lower than space. Sometimes you need little rajas and tamas for circling. See, time has its purpose to exist. It has its own purpose. So to complete its purpose, it needs little rajas and tamas. So don't judge. First thing, drop this neo-Vedantic stupid ideas of tamas and rajas are something lower than sattva. Understand? Sattva is needed for your higher level of existence. But you are not expected to hate rajas and tamas. One of the major binarification of great Hinduism is done by this modern day Neo-Vedantis, Max Mullerian translation. See, you need sattva, you need to be established in sattva, but you will never be established in sattva if you think rajas and tamas are something lower than you, because anything you think is lower than your need, you will continuously be hating and fighting with them. Indirectly, you will be developing more and more rajas and tamas in the name of love for sattva. understanding sattvas need understanding the place of rajas in prakriti and place of tamas in prakriti makes you intelligent sattvic being. Do not make this binary, subtle assumptions which even you don't spell it out to you. This question, Kamal Tarun, please understand this question as an underlying contempt about tamas and rajas. I know you love me too much and we have a beautiful, very sweet relationship. That is why I am revealing. Please don't be hurt. I am not hurting you. There is an underlying thought current which is having more sattva guna. Understand? When you ask which is having more sattva guna, space or time, Paramashiva's message directly from KAILASA. Relationship between time and space externally is based on continuity, internally based on intensity. Anything planted consciously in space becomes reality in time. Anything continuously planted in time gets into space. Length, by its infinite possibility multiplication. Listen. Infinite possibility multiplication. Mark this word. If you work only in one line, you expand in that one possibility. But if you decide no boundary for me, I will expand in all infinite directions, infinite possibility multiplication. Listen. If you say, oh, I am busy in becoming entrepreneur, so I can't care about health and I will have a big pot belly, dump all the junk food, no time for yoga, gym or anything. I am a great entrepreneur. At the age of 40, Monday morning blew up, over. Especially NRIs. Hey, take care of your food. You are eating shit and junk for which your body, your DNA, your whole genetical structure or your digestion system, nothing was prepared. Understand? NRIs, mark my words, less you eat, more you will live long. These words are specifically for NRIs. Indians who are not living in India, especially the NRIs who are living in countries like USA, Europe, Dubai, Canada, listen, you have too much of junk in your life. Stop eating. As much as possible, reduce eating. Find some excuse to stop eating. You call it Pradosha Vratam or Ekadasi Vratam, whatever Vratam, Nirahara Samyama, but stop eating. You will live long, healthy. Listen. If you work only on one line, you are expanding only on that one possibility. If you decide, I will expand in all my possibilities, the multiplication in all your possibility. It is possible. First understand, it is possible. You can have healthy six-pack body and billion-dollar business, absolutely unclutched, enlightened state, everything happening stress-free, spontaneously, simultaneously. I am not igniting your greed, I am just igniting your speed. I am not igniting your greed through these words. I am just igniting your speed through these words. I don't make you greedy. I make you responsible. Listen. This infinite possibility expansion for this, I give you some tips. All the time, be like a child, parapara. How a child tries to be involved, active in everything. Morning when you get up, jump, go and make your own coffee. Make your own tooth powder. Go and get the neem stick and haritaki and charcoal powder, little salt, mix and brush. Learn to pluck your own flowers and do puja. More and more things become alive, bubbly. Make garlands. Don't tell me, oh, I have a $1 billion business. I don't have time to make garlands. Instead, Swamiji, I will make enough money and give garland in gold itself for you. Please have that. Let me focus. Let me be intelligent and be smart. I'll make $1 million and make a golden mala, flower garland for you and offer it. Why don't you accept that? That is more productive for you and KAILASA, for world, than me plucking flowers every day, If I calculate, it's half an hour time. In half an hour per day, I make $100,000 deal, and half an hour I have to make every day garland and put it on you. If I spend the same half an hour, I'll make $1 million deal and make a beautiful 10 kg gold harem for you and offer it. Why don't you accept that? That's more productive for you, Kailasa, in all possibility. No. I'm saying clear no. If you can spend half an hour plucking garland, flowers and making garland and offering, I tell you the kind of the space you will carry. Instead of $1 million deal per hour, you will make $1 billion deals. First things first. You may be capable of billion and making million because you are not making the garland with your own hands. More and more hands on. I tell you, only first 1 month it will feel very difficult. Now you have enough time for the first 1 month trial and error. That is why I am saying past has influence over your future only if you are consciously choosing the same taste, or not choosing anything and lazily lying down. Even if you are lazy, the past will automatically repeat because of its very own heaviness on your inner space, chit. So listen. One conscious decision has so much power. I want you to know, one conscious decision has so much power. Especially the weight of the past sits on your muscle memory. Power of decision is in your biomemory. So, when you leave the body, the weight of the past drastically reduces. You can just take off. Especially if you heard all these truths when you are in the body. Now itself, if you heard all this and gets inside your system, I'll tell you very point blank the truth. Nothing exists other than Shiva, the existence, auspicious, iruppu, chit, Shiva. Now, when I uttered this word Shiva, the vibration you experience, that source, actually that vibration came from the very source which exists. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Shiva, 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 Shiva. If you need, record it in your mobile phone, keep it as a ringtone. Shiva, 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 Shiva. That source of this vibration, only that exists. And if you start liking this vibration, liking the source of this vibration, which is auspiciously present forever. Auspiciously present forever. Only that exists. Out of that only you make your body, like how the clay toy you make. If you have done any doll or toy or Ganapati with clay, how you make the clay and take the clay and make whatever you want. Like that. That Shiva, you take that Shiva and start making whatever you want. Just like a Leela. One thing I want you to know deeply. You have extraordinary willpower and energy than you can imagine. Listen. Extraordinary power than you can imagine. All the impossibility, suffering, suffocation, self-torture, self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. Oh, I can't do this. How can I do this, Swami? Morning itself we started telling that I have too much power. Now at least I was little peaceful. Now knowing that I have too much power and I am not able to manifest, I have a guilt also. My life is getting more complicated with all this DHD. You may have all this confusion. My responsibility is telling the truth as it is to you. That's it. I am telling you, listen. All this SDHD, frustration, guilt, all of them will lose power over you when you decide consciously declaring, because consciousness is from the plane of bioenergy. All patterns operate only in the plane of muscle memory. Listen carefully. Muscle memory is one plane. Biomemory is second plane. Bioenergy is third plane. Muscle memory is lowest. Biomemory is next, higher. Bioenergy is highest. Conscious decision is from bioenergy. All your patterns, SDHD, saying, oh, we have too many SDHD, one day we feel good, one day we attend satsang, we feel awakened, alive, eternally fresh. Next day again, after one fight with my boss or family, I collapse. And all these mood swings, understand, all this is the lowest level. Muscle memory. When you leave the body, muscle memories don't come with you. That is a good news, greatest news. Only the biomemory and bioenergy comes with you. And the future decisions, your taste for future life only stays in biomemory. Bioenergy does not carry any pattern. It's a pure consciousness. Biomemory is like a living first response mechanism for life. That functions based on your decisions about future, not how you lived about past. Continuously, whole day in your life, whether you are walking, talking, driving, Go on be talking to Paramashiva. Make him as your very own company. That is why wearing Atma linga on your Anandagandha. Wear the Atma linga near your Anandagandha, below the heart center, above the navel. That is the area. Exactly where I am having this kandi. This is where the Atma linga is supposed to sit in you. Below the heart, above the navel. Wear the Atma linga in your Anandagandha. Always. It can be vertical or horizontal. That is not a problem. Always have Atma linga. I tell you. Go on, talk to Paramashiva. Many people are sending messages that their Atma linga is little damaged when they are handling and they are feeling very incomplete and worried about it. Be very clear. Paramashiva is invoked in Atma linga. True. But Atma linga itself, if it is damaged, that does not mean Paramashiva is damaged. So don't worry. After all, Atma linga is in the physical plane. For example, Paramashiva manifests through this body. When I had the right hand fracture, you think Paramashiva's right hand is fractured? No, be very clear. He manifests through this body. He uses body. But this body is after all functioning within the frames of usual Panchabhuta. So understand, the Atma linga you are wearing, Paramashiva takes that form to bless all of us. But if some small damage or something happens, you see, don't mishandle. That is true. But accidentally, if something happens, don't worry about it. It is not subject need to be worried. Have your Atma linga exchanged, get new one. I request sincerely all of you to be very sincere and protective about Atma linga. But if something happens by accident and you break it or damage it, Paramashiva is very clearly saying in Agama, you can have second Atma linga. We have got the references. You can give this old one and get the new one. No problem. And you are not punished for that. After all, it is the linga, physical linga is within the Panchabhutas. The framework of earth, air, water, fire and sky. So understand. Always wear the Atma linga and intensely converse with Paramashiva. I tell you, sometimes your conversations, answers you get, intuitions you get will become reality. Sometimes it will not become reality. Don't worry about it. Go on conversing. Go on conversing. Go on conversing. Go on conversing. bring intense energy in your conversation. I tell you, conversing Paramashiva, suddenly you will see becomes unbroken upasana and ajapa japa. It will be Mahavagya is continuously reverberating in your whole inner space. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. How to know whether this ajapa japa is happening in you or not? You know, your waking up hours and quality of your waking state will drastically increase. Waking up hours and quality of your waking state will drastically increase. The sleep dreaming, that whole time period will shrink like anything. And all the time you will feel alive, awake, fresh. You will feel like doing something. Hey, let me do this, let me do that. Intense activism with eternal peace inside you. Intense activism with eternal peace inside you. The next step, first the idea, see through. Second, how many of you just seeing your past experience? If you are here in the planet Earth last 50 years, 45 years, 60 years, whatever your age, you can see through everything society is telling. Society teaches you some idea about joy, security, protection. All these are absolute lies. How many of you are able to understand? See through the lies of the society. Raise your hand and type yes here. Let me see. Based on your past experiences, if you feel you can really see through major concept, major ideas society is teaching, I can just see through so much of lies because multiple people are involved in that lying. You are not able to show your anger towards one person, but you can see it is just web of lies. How many of you are able to see the web of lies? Listen, at least for a few minutes, see through the web of lies. Especially if you had home insurance in US and had some real problem, and then how the insurance fellows behave with you, you will understand this whole insurance is a simple shit. It is absolutely nothing but war without any justice. or straightforwardness. How many of you understand this? It's a simple scam. How many of you are getting what I am saying? I am telling you, same way, multiple things society teaches you is a sheer scam. This institution of insurance, Akhil Kodali is saying, medical insurance, personal experience, Swamiji. Sona Kamath is telling, home insurance, medical insurance is all such a lie, Swamiji. I am telling you guys. Actually, a real people who want you to be happy should teach you, hey, till you are emotionally matured to handle another relationship, don't get into physical relationship. A right society will have a strong laws protecting people till at least 21 from any sexual activity. But all major countries, so-called free countries, create a peer pressure. By the time you cross the high school, what is that, PAM or something in US they do, na? PAM or some prom, PROM, prom. By the time you should have a boyfriend or girlfriend. It is not only legal, it is a peer pressure. Only then you are somebody worthy. Oh God. எங்க ஊர்ல பிராம்னா பெரம்புதான் பறக்கும். கொய்யால 18 வயசுல பொண்ணையாட கூட்டு வர. மேல கீழே எல்லாம் வச்சு செஞ்சிருவாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஜென்மத்து கல்யாணமே பண்ணிக்க முடியாம போனா போயிரும். I'm so happy. Actually, what I said, I'll translate in English. In my village, even if you are 18, just if you even bring a friend, not lover or there is no sexual feeling or nothing, just a friend from the other gender, gone. Top, bottom, everything will be torn to pieces. You may never be able to get married again after that. I am so happy that I was born and brought up in that kind of a civilization, that kind of an atmosphere. See, absolute false ideas are being made as a social structure. How many of you understand that we are given a very wrong idea about sex and institution of marriage by the so-called developed societies? Primitive societies are more healthy in their understanding about the sex and marriage. That is why the primitive societies, whether African primitive societies or Indian villages, they are able to retain their romance for quite a long time. For very long time, they retain their romance and their decision to live for the other, the way they are emotionally involved with the other, even the way they stand for the other, listen, see through. I am not saying don't marry. I am not saying don't pay insurance. All I am trying to tell you is learn to see through. If you see through the society, the lies, you will be able to see through into the vertical time zone. As per the Hindu tradition, I should say as per the reality, time is also a matter, subtle but matter. If you can handle your hand, you can handle your brain. If you can handle your brain, you can handle your mind. If you can handle your mind, you can handle time. Subtle, but matter. Time is matter. It's not consciousness. So consciousness can handle matter. Consciousness can handle matter. Understand these 5 dimensions: length, breadth, depth, time, space. Modern day scientists are trying to separate time and space, but ancient Vedic scientists, our masters, have always mentioned time and space more or less as a one. There's no watertight compartment between time and space. So anyhow, I'll try to explain in your logic, the logic which you understand that way. So listen. When a breadth dimension manifests, it just swallows the length. Length loses all its qualities when it is taken over by the breadth. I tell you, when I was swallowed by Arunagiri Yogeshwara, I lost all my individual identity and qualities and quantity, everything. Just Paramashiva swallowed me and he became me. And I am happy about it. I welcomed it and I enjoyed it and I am enjoying it even now. And I am so happy I took the decision of offering me to Paramashiva for him to digest me into him. Like how big fish swallows the small fish. Big snake swallows the small snake. How my Guru Paramashiva just swallowed me and digested me into him. Same way, higher dimensions just swallows the lower dimensions. When breadth manifests, it just swallows the length. When depth manifests, it swallows the breadth and length both. When time manifests, it swallows length, breadth, depth, all three. When space manifests, it swallows time, length, breadth, depth, all four. When consciousness manifests, it swallows all. Length, breadth, depth, time, space, all. I am telling you, you have consciousness which can just swallow the time. You can apply this science very practically in your day-to-day life. You can make it into reality. Anything which you think may happen in future, for example, you are working 8 hours a day. In the same way, if you work, you will make $1 million in 2 years. But if you consciously apply your will persistence, infuse that in your day-to-day activity, that 2-year time will be drastically reduced to 2 months, 2 weeks, sometimes even 2 days. That is what I call power manifestation. And it is not something difficult. Understand? You have been empowered, hardwired with consciousness. Without consciousness, your body cannot function. Understand that. If you are able to convert blood into blood, be very clear, you have consciousness. All the mechanisms, spare parts, hardware, software, everything needed for a consciousness to function, manifest itself, if only that is available end to end, the inhaling comes out as exhaling, and blood gets converted into blood. If all this is happening in you, even with the difficulty, be very clear, you have consciousness. You just need to decide not to have the fear about the struggle and failures. Treat that struggle and failures very cheaply. Don't be afraid of it. Now, first understand this one thing. Stop being terrorized, frightened about your struggles and failures. The moment you decide your consciousness is the supreme identity you have, you will not empower. You will not empower your depression, your frustration. Listen, the power your depression has over you is you thinking how many ever times I try to stop this depression, I am not able to, I am failing, I am again and again falling into this depression. This thought empowers your depression. Any pattern you have, you giving up first is the power that pattern gains. Listen. Understand this? It's a very subtle trigger you go through. Anyone allows this trigger to become a lifestyle. You become the serial offender of consciousness. If you say, oh God, I struggled so many times with my depression, I am not able to keep up, I give up. This thought will make depression as a lifestyle for you. Stop getting tired. Stop getting bullied by your failures. Yes, till yesterday you failed. That does not mean today you are going to fail again. You are going to do it. What is there? Till yesterday I failed. Okay. So today I have a chance. Either I will be successful or failure, same as yesterday. So there is nothing to lose. That's all. Look at that from this angle. Deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't go for any other solution. Now listen. If you are already successful, then there is a danger of losing something which you gained through your success. But you already failed, then there is nothing to lose. Have guts, courage. Beggar has nothing to lose. If already you have failed multiple times, then there's nothing to lose. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. A powerful conscious will persistence. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all the incompletions, struggles, frustrations, failures, depressions, all negativity and all toxins. Listen. Sit with your life situations. Don't avoid. Decide to pour conscious solution. Decide to be intense in every activity. Everything you need, knowledge, cosmic support in the form of intelligence, resources, blessings, energy, all is available. Hey, listen. All is available. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am not helping you in positive thinking. No. Thinking itself is a shit. What is there in positive thinking? Listen. I am triggering your consciousness. I am triggering your consciousness. Look into your life. Listen to this. Time itself is nothing but your decision to be lazy, arrogant, stupid, and struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is Kala. Your decision to swallow the time and all the struggles, frustrations, failures, everything is Kala Bhairava. Whether in the health level or in the mind level, thinking level, conscious level, don't struggle with the same problem second time. Don't be a cheap stupid to struggle with the same pattern second day. Hey, once you struggled with one pattern, that's okay enough. Why will you do the same struggle second time? I always tell my disciples, at least don't do the same mistake again and again. Even if you decide that much, that's enough. Because you are not that creative to do new mistakes. If you decide not to do same mistake again, you will not do any mistakes. In few days, you will exhaust all mistakes. You will not be able to creatively find new problems. You are not that creative. I trust your ability and I know you. You are not that creative to come up with new problems. So listen. Listen carefully. If you decide to break even one pattern, one struggle, one frustration, one failure, you reduce the time drastically. 1 million per 2 year, it reduces into 1 million in 2 months. Listen. I'm talking in the angle of money because only that you understand. You can apply this in the angle of health, in the angle of anything. Day-to-day life, relationships, career, in every level, business. When you decide not to get frustrated about your frustration, not to be failed by your failures, not to be depressed by your depression. When you outsmart your repetitive thought currents. Repetitive thought currents are time. Time has nothing to do with chronology. Listen. Only an ordinary worker who gets up, goes to office morning 8 o'clock and works like an ordinary worker is bound by the chronological time. 99% of you, at least my devotees, my disciples who are following me, who have become economically independent, self-sufficient, who are boss, your own boss, who made your own life, you all don't live actually in chronological time. You all live in psychological time. Chronological time is used only for 1 or 2 meetings with outsiders, Boloka people, planet Earth. For that, you may need chronological time. But you don't exist and live in chronological time. See, once you are self-sufficient, you are your own boss, you have your time, your life for yourself. You don't live in chronological time. You live in psychological time. Psychological time is nothing but the rut of mental patterns. Somebody asked, Swamiji, in Ramayana there is a story, Ahalya was cursed to be a stone for ages. Was she really for millions of years lived as a stone? Listen, if you decide not to break your depression, the millions of years chronological time, you will be in depression. But the moment you decide to break that pattern, you just swallow the whole millions of years and wake up now. The feet of Sri Ramachandra triggered so much of joy, life positivity, clarity, love in her. She just decided to get out of the depression state. Understand? She just decided to get out of the depression state. That's all. Now, I'll give you just 2-3 minutes. Take a paper and pen and try to pen down what is the major patterns with which you are struggling now, today. You don't need to list from your birth. Now, immediately if you open your eyes, who are the enemies you are seeing in front of your eyes other than your spouse? Other than your spouse, you will be seeing some enemies in front of you. The internal enemies. List them. I'll initiate you. To demolish this concept of time through your consciousness. You can just collapse the time and swallow it inside. You are empowered conscious. Don't decide to fast forward life. Decide to swallow time. Listen, I'm repeating. Now decide to bulldoze your laziness. Be ferocious with your self-depressing, self-detaining doubts and patterns. Load yourself with more commitment, more responsibility, more activism. Bulldoze your laziness and commit. Tomorrow onwards, I'm going to do the yoga. And after 1 week, if you feel nothing wrong, don't worry. Again, I'll come to satsang and scream at you and force you to do the yoga. See, as long as you have me as your guru, as long as the kantamala is there in your neck, don't worry. What I will do, I don't know, but I'll get you enlightened. I'll make you manifest Paramashivatva. Only if you remove that, then after that, it's your life. As long as you have that, your commitment to me, I know what to do with you. I can outsmart all your patterns because I have outsmarted all my patterns. I can easily outsmart your patterns. Time is nothing but a cheap struggle with the same cheap patterns. You know, you get constipated with certain food, but you eat the same shit. That's what I call getting stuck in time in the level of health. Breaking from that, liberating yourself saves time. I tell you, if you save time by reducing the wastage of time in your life, even in 1 or 2 small things, Paramashiva then supports and saves you time without wasting it in your enlightenment manifestation, power manifestation. I tell you, the patterns with which you struggle gets documented in your kidney, in your intestine. When you break the patterns, again, that freedom gets documented in your kidney and in your intestine. Even they start supporting you. When you break the pattern of worrying, your digestion will suddenly improve. The detox happening in your body will suddenly improve. The time you experience is just a mixture of your tiredness, laziness, repetitive stupidity. Tiredness, laziness, repetitive stupidity. swallow it with your consciousness. I empower you. I'll swallow it for you. Clean it up. Make the fresh Satya Sankalpas. Form a new life. Whether your decision to do yoga and puja, temple volunteering, or your business, your work, your career, your health, your career, in everything. Take the load and be active and make powerful decisions. Even if it looks little impractical, as if you lived your whole life practical or what. Impractical in the direction of life positivity is okay. Even if you fail. You can get up and you will learn the habit of trying again and again. And proceed. Progress.
Nithyananda, hope all of you are able to hear us. Yes. Okay. So we were just giving a minute just to make sure that we are visible in all the rooms. All right. So today Swamiji had revealed some of the most amazing truths about time. I think this one ultimate powerful cognition that Swamiji gave. If you entertain, cherish laziness and boredom, you are stuck in Kala. If you become ferocious and break it, you become Kala Bhairava. Swamiji gave such powerful revelations today and ultimately today's satsang. And I'm very, very excited and awaiting to hear what Swamiji is going to be telling about the 25 states, the 25 different levels of the gunas. Swamiji said the permutation combination. So hope all of you enjoyed the day. What did you all like? Which part of the day did you all like? Which part of the day did you all click the most with? I request all of you to post. I see so many of you sincerely sitting throughout the day. Thank
And
you
it
so
was
much
really
for
nice
being here.
today. A lot more of you had experiences and participated. We received many of your messages. You all can record your sharings and send it to us. And do let us know if you want to share your breakthrough experiences. We'll be sending you a link. You could register in that and come here and share it with everyone.
So
Thank you so much.
And tomorrow we are having, we are going to be learning about enriching, how you can actually manage the relationships with your team lead and how do you cause others reality. It's going to be a very, very beautiful day tomorrow and do be there. Do not forget. And we thank you all for joining with us today. And this brings us all to the conclusion of our day today. And let's conclude with the Purna Mantra.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyanandam.
Thank you all. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam.